let's try and connect to Commerce Layer. I've worked with Filippo and Massimo for years, and so I like their platform when the Mac Alliance together. I'm going to place an order in my Commerce Layer checkout. Wire transfer, yeah, that'll do, no payments needed. There's a nice order number, let's go and look at it. So let's go to Patchworks, let's log in. Excellent, so I'm logged in already. If I go and have a look under my connectors, you'll see I don't have a connector for Commerce Layer. So add new connector, I need to use Connector Builder. Yeah, not in the marketplace, new connectors are being added every single day now. So Commerce Layer. Let's give it a version 1. No, Commerce Layer Connector. Let's call it that. E-commerce, HTTP. Yep, fair enough. Date format, rate limits, all that good stuff. Let's choose a nice logo for it. Give it a nice white background. I'm at a minute already. So set up variables for your connector. I need to add a variable. So the store domain. That's what it requires. And make sure it is required, so save that. Then I need to do authentication. If I add in it's OAuth2 Auth2 credentials, so let's do that one. I need to make sure that I use the connector variable, and then I need to do a post to the OAuth token URL from Commerce Layer, so that's in there as well. I need to make some header changes because that's what's in the documentation from Commerce Layer. So if I get rid of that. And add accept. So there we go. And now I need to add in a endpoint. So it's an order I want to go and get. So let's look at all orders. So if I go in there, I'll give it an entity type of orders, create. You'll see down here, I need to use that authentication. There's no variables to add because it's all orders. If I go over here and take that from the documentation, you can see how easy this is. It's a get. And the domain will obviously be that domain variable that I created a minute ago. Now the important bit is schema. Click edit schema, go over here, grab the schema, come back here, add the schema in. If I wanted to tag it I could do, but I'm not going to. Brilliant, I now have a Commerce Layer with one endpoint set up. Add instance, I'll give it a name, so Commerce Layer test. I need to put in a scope, which is market. I need to put in a client ID. I need to put in my shared secret. These are all standard OAuth, and obviously the domain, which in this case is Patchworks, and create. Hey, there we go, all good. So I now have a instance in there. If I go into the process flows, create a new one, go into connectors, Commerce Layer test, list all orders, save. If I press play now, so if I click on the payload and go back there, you'll see that the order that I just created is now being taken out of the system. So a system that wasn't in the connector list from Patchworks, I've created a connector using Connector Builder. I've got the data out of Commerce Layer. I can now use that to map, to filter, to use flow control, all that kind of good stuff, to actually do stuff with that data really, really quickly. And that is the power of Connector Builder.